Cool. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes niggas be creeps.
Yeah, you're right.
Niggas,
and some of us are not creeps.
But it's not.
And some of us ain't.
Terrence.
So we not all going. We not moving out here like that. Because some of you women are whack as fuck. So can I say we splitting the bill? Because I don't know what you're gonna do after this.
Now you not on man.
Can I do that? Can I say we splitting the bill? Because I don't know what type of chick you about to be.
You not on man time.
Podcast, episode 147. Turn up. Believe it or not, y'all, I have been losing my voice for the last 4 or 5 days. I haven't been yelling. I don't know what it is, but we here. We locked in. Happy weekend. Look, I said happy weekend. I'm already screwing it up. Happy Friday. We headed into the weekend. My man sitting right next to me looking like he's
Terrence, let's just get to start. Let's just start the show.
There's nothing on his wrist. Oh, yeah, Apple Watch.
Apple
He's a
Watch.
cool guy. He's a cool guy.
I didn't wear no wristband. I didn't.
You look like you about to go to Six Flags like shit, boy. I just realized that we haven't talked about each other in a minute. Y'all realize that? I haven't said nothing about you. I kept it very chill. What's that around his neck? He got the Corbin Blue necklace on.
You know who you look like?
You got the Corbin Blue necklace on. What was Corbin Blue's song, bro? Remember Corbin Blue?
What? Oh, look, product is in demand. Profit not far behind. Got on my mother pearls. I'm fucking with all the time. Babies be having babies. I'm talking about how I grind. Niggas be thinking voodoo the way bricks be multiplying. Affiliated with wealth. Associated with death. Self-made millionaires. That's a triple beat off the shelf.
Get my man mixtape. Get my man tape.
If you know that, then you
look. That's Terrell, y'all. That's not who y'all thought that was.
That
was
not
Terrell
me.
lyrics.
That is Rick Ross, Pirates, from his arguably best album that he put out. God Forgives I Don't, which is arguable because some of them early ones might take it. I might have to give it to Deep in Rap.
Speaking of Rick Ross, that song that they played on the playoffs yesterday. I don't know if he did some song for the playoffs. Shit was fire.
He got a new song that came out. It's him. Is Flow Ride on it or something like that?
He got some fire verse out there. But yeah, I'm not sure how y'all feeling, but I'm feeling good going into this weekend. Except the fact that I'm losing my voice.
The game.
I'm definitely feeling good about this weekend.
Let me start by saying that I went to go see Air. I was telling people to go see Air. That was my movie suggestion of the week last week. I'll have 2 movie suggestions this week because I'm going to let motherfuckers know to go and see that joint again. Because, man, that joint was everything they say it was. It was phenomenal. That movie, man, and you know what? You forget what it's about. Like, it's about the creation of the Jordan shoe and the process of getting Jordan to Nike. And that shit wasn't easy. And I remember that. Like, I wasn't there for it, but I remember watching and learning about that. Remember we used to study Tinker Hatfield and all the people involved with the shoes?
Yeah.
Man, when we was in high school, we used to be so ingratiated in the fucking what the design behind this shoe was. Remember, we knew the 7 was based on African art. They took elements.
We was deep into it, yeah.
We were so deep. But the movie highlights that the process behind Sonny Vaccaro and Phil Knight and that whole early Nike regime before they was shit. Converse was popping.
Yeah.
Adidas was even doing better than them. And they were like, if we take this shot, it could work or we could fucking fail. And us in 2023, we know that Jordan brand changed their whole shit.
Do they have somebody in the movie that plays Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
That comes in and it's like, yeah.
They do a great job of that because they never show his face.
Oh, okay.
It's always just some tall dude.
Bald.
The most important people in Michael's circle was his mom and dad.
Okay, so they were
his mother played by Viola Davis, who smoked it.
She smoked it?
She smoked it. She smokes it. She smoked it. But Matt Damon is the one, to me, who had the performance stand out. He really smoked it. So, Joe went to Showplace Icon. It was low-key. It was all right. It took my food 45 minutes to come.
And what'd you get? What'd you get?
I got loaded nachos and a side of truffle fries.
Truffle fries. Imagine having a problem and you gotta go down there and you're the nigga at the movie theater that's like, I still haven't got my truffle fries. This motherfucker ordered a truffle fry. Look, he's complaining about it at the movie theater. Look at what the world
we dead ass got like halfway through the movie and I'm like, damn, I'm just not gonna be able to eat this movie. And then the dude came and was like, this must be for you. Yeah, motherfucker. Give me my damn truffle fries. I don't even know what a truffle fry is. What the fuck is that? Truffle fry come with the little special truffle cheese or whatever on it. You ain't never had a truffle fry?
Am I tripping for not having fries with sprinkled cheese on it? Did y'all see what he did?
It's like a cheese. It's like a salty.
I need a lozenge.
You built like a Halls.
What are you built like, boy?
You've had truffle fries before because you're not uncultured. Look, these are truffle fries right here.
Oh yeah, them joints tough. Look, let me get one of them. I completely switched up when I got to the theater. Bring me one.
Nah, for sure. But that shit took
absolutely not. I only get popcorn at the theaters. I'm glad you had a good movie experience, though, bro. It's been a minute since I went to the movie theater. It's the last movie I've seen in a movie theater.
Everywhere,
Avatar.
like everything, everywhere, all in one.
Avatar.
Avatar was your last movie experience? Mm-hmm. This nigga haven't seen Creed. Didn't go see.
The Last Airbender.
What's the last?
19.
I've seen like 5 movies since Avatar. Creed. What's the last joint we saw? Cocaine Bear.
Y'all some movie
this
goers.
Joint.
Y'all some movie.
You wildin'.
You wildin'. All right. The first thing that we wanted to talk about was something that hit the TL earlier in the week, y'all. And that was the Freaknik documentary is coming to Netflix, Terrell.
Mm-hmm. The wildest story never told.
The wildest story never told, or something like that. And I believe it took place in ATL, right?
Yes, the Freaknik started in 1983, and it was basically like we about to get it in spot for it was simply a picnic public park near the Atlanta University Center, organized by the student group, the DC Metro Club, intended for students who cannot afford to return home for spring break. That's originally where it started as, but that joint turned into don't stop, drop that booty, up that booty, doo-doo brown.
I'm about to say, that joint turned into an event. Hey, look, and they was acting crazy out there. There was a video that dropped at the beginning of this week that set the TL off, and we gonna let y'all hear because this lady sounds absolutely petrified.
For sure.
Right
and for
now.
people that are outside of the States, this was in 1983, and it was like a freak. It's called a Freaknik. Like, it was literally just like a Girls Gone Wild, but black folks. Mostly people that went to HBCUs that are now doctors, lawyers, moms, dads,
y'all moms,
and granddads. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This somebody's mother right here.
This is somebody's mother right here, yeah.
Our parents are from DC, didn't go to HBCUs. My dad went to UDC, but, like, they weren't traveling to Atlanta.
Nah.
So they ain't gonna get tied up in it. But a lot of people, parents.
I'm about to say your parent might have took a vacay. You don't know. No, we don't know who's listening to this.
It was some iotas on it that was looking bad. Go ahead and play the clip.
I wanted some old heads that's listening to this that might have actually been down there. They like look. They hitting the 30 seconds, skipping past this part. All right, this is this lady right here, y'all. Scared as hell.
Click it and then I'll go. I got you.
Y'all, I don't know. We might be in trouble. Did y'all see Hulu is about to release a documentary about 94 Freaknik? Yes.
She sound like a young
1994 Freaknik. Yes. They are about to release a documentary. So, I've been to several Freakniks. 94 was one that I attended. So I'm just praying that Jesus be a fence. I'm praying that Jesus just be a big, tall privacy fence. That's my prayer.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. I'm going to keep it 100, y'all. This is not surprising, for real. Like, her being scared about this is not surprising because back then, I don't think that they thought in any way they were being recorded. You know?
Nah, for sure.
Or maybe if you did, you didn't think that it was a documentary for later for my kids going to see.
Nah, and
There's
you know what?
motherfuckers that got 2 kids now. You got a whole life that's built up. It's people losing their jobs for pictures leaking.
She went on to say, I had my clothes on. I never took my clothes off. And when they brought them cameras out, I tried to run away as fast as I could. Okay. We'll see. But you know what? The biggest thing from this, right, is, first of all, this is about to be a dope documentary because it's going to expose a lot of shit. You see them iotas saying, if you out here in a short skirt, you can't say, I didn't know I was going to get raped or something like that. And they was like, this somebody's dad now. This could be a man that has a daughter.
Okay, yeah.
That's talking crazy like this back in the day. And you know what? It made me think they worried about some shit that could get out from 1994. That was the year we was born, right? That was 29 years ago this year. So it made me think, let's talk
20 years ago this year?
29 years ago this year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
30 years later?
Is there anything, and I don't think so, but I was going to ask you, is there any skeletons in the closet documentary that could come out from our growing up era? I don't think so.
Nah, no.
All we had was the go-go era, which was just just dancing with girls in the club.
For us, I mean, he's talking about for us, but
For us.
even just
But that was early.
worldly.
Let's talk college, though. See, me and T, we had the worst in terms of, like, fun in terms of college experience. But that Miami documentary that could come out about the Miami trips.
Nah, yeah.
And
And that's
look,
why I said, I feel like this is a one-of-a-kind thing. It's not every generation can come out with a documentary like something like this.
To me, this is going to be very clean. Imagine when all of these IG models and whoever that got OnlyFans.
It's not going to be like this.
In 30 years, when you a grandma.
Terrell, no, this is the event. This is like if they come out with an Astro World tragedy documentary. Because it's like a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's like
it's not going to be, like, OnlyFans documentary will be a little different than this because this is an event this is like something that happened. And I don't think you know what I'm saying? I don't think it would happen.
That would be a larger scale because it would be so much more to cover.
Yeah, I just think.
This is the 94 Freaknik.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the wildest one they ever had.
All I'm going to say is that I don't look at this like, I look at this for the time period that it was. This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I don't think, like, you had a lot of people that was like, y'all going to see men being predators.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
will.
You will, but I don't think it's fair in a way. I was going to ask you. I feel like that was like the vibe back then. Not predatory behavior. I just mean what could get looked at as predatory behavior now could have been the way back then.
So give an
Not
example.
saying that
You
it's
got to
cool.
give an example.
I'll give you an example. When we used to go to the go-go, right? Me and Terrell grew up listening to go-go music. It's a DMV, primarily DC type of music. But it's really like club music. The same way Baltimore has club music and stuff like that, we have go-go. We used to go to the go-go, and if a girl was dancing right here, I could go up to her and grab her waist, and I can initiate a dance physically. I don't have to tap her on her shoulder and say, "You want that?" I don't gotta do none of that. I literally can go and grab her, and it's no type of. It was no type of issue back then.
And
if
if
you look at a video,
if you got carried, you got carried.
yo, you can get carried. You could even like try to like be like, you can come on, really. But look, even if it was like that, even if it was like, even if that was on camera, somebody could look at that and be like, damn, he just went up to her and grabbed her. Like, this is predatory behavior. But like, even back then, it was a mutual understanding that like, yo, this is the way of life right now. And I'm not saying that it was right, but I'm saying
It's
like, because you'll start to look like you're trying to apologize, be an apologist for predatory behavior. I'm just saying, is there any leeway that
That's what I'm
both
saying.
guys and girls get for like it just being wild? It was wild out there. Like,
I mean, it all depends on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time. It's like that's an uphill
yeah, like if you see
Coke can car battle because it is a lot of shit. Some of the clips that I've seen from Freakniks are just like, this is age bad. And honestly, Terrence, it's no different than if somebody, the way people used to talk about people on the TL, about certain communities on the TL, about certain, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those tweets, if you saw them now, they look different than they looked back then. And you can't say, well, back then we all talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what it is. Because you're right. The way we used to like dance with girls in the club, that's just kind of how it was. I don't know if it's still like that.
I just feel like
it is on the Caribbean scene.
With the lady coming out and saying, Lord Jesus be offense and stuff like that, I felt like it was a funny thing because it's like, you never know. You could be out there with your shirt off or something. And I thought it was kind of like about, like it was to be embarrassing kind of. But I feel like it got turned to the fellas and then it turned to just oh, y'all getting ready to see how men are predators. Y'all getting ready to see. It's like, damn, everybody was talking about how it's just going to be embarrassing to be out there. Like, if you see your father standing down there off on the side, now it looks like your dad is part of predatory behavior. Well, now, if you was a part of the Freaknik, you was a predator. If you was
I don't think it was that. I don't think it's that deep. I think people that are just trying to make everybody a predator are reaching.
And look, I don't think it was. I definitely don't think it's that deep. I'm just seeing people turn it into that. I'm like, all right.
I can't lie.
Is everything gonna be a?
If I had parents down there, I would be nervous. I'd be like, you just hope your folks not down there in some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But let's say your parents was down there fucking.
I mean, that's
outside.
That's one thing.
Your father fucking outside or something outside. Like, everybody
that's not
was
predatory.
Young, right?
Predatory is Terrence.
Like,
if somebody's online doing something or making women uncomfortable, you know how people gonna write that off as that's the only thing that I would say would be predatory. Everything else was fair game. Not fair game, but.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at how instead of us looking forward to just seeing our parents be embarrassed, now it's turned into this political fucking.
Cause it was some of that, Terrence. It was. That's why I said it's an uphill battle.
That means, well, you're right. Like, we will never be able to look back on anything because there's going to be some bullshit with everything. So it's like, damn, I guess you won't be able to look back on anything until everything is just everybody being completely cordial. Because when you look back at, like I said, when you look back at the go-go days, right? Looking back at it, I don't think that type of behavior was like.
But you also weren't making women uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You also weren't telling people that if you get raped, it's on you type shit like they was doing, like them IOTAs was doing.
But see,
you
looking at the one video that you seen and saying this is the culture of this event.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying anything like that is going to be looked at that way. I don't think it speaks for the whole event. And I said people that are trying to make the whole thing.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that the predatory behavior speaks for that whole event. Now we all going to go in here looking for the predators.
People 100%
you know
are going and looking to find.
It's no fun. Y'all fuck everything up with being so fucking serious about everything. Jesus. Damn.
You can't play that role because we be serious about stuff.
This is how it was back then. Like, I guess it was. I guess I get it.
We be serious about stuff that people say, why so serious? And we like, everybody's going to take their cause. And
trust me, I get it.
I'm just saying.
That made me not want to watch it, though, you know?
You know what that made me think of, though? It made me think of the difference, like when you bring up the go-go scene.
Yeah.
Like, I was reading this thread about how clubs have, did you see that? Did you see that thread about how bottle service and sections ruin the club experience?
No. I know you said something about one cover that, though.
It was a thread that was talking about how when we used to go to the club, like back in the day, in the early, I would say like even 2013, 2012, when we had first graduated high school, a lot of y'all was preteens. That scene back in the day was more so like there was a VIP section, and the girl covered it in the thread. It was actually beautifully done. But it was a VIP section. There was a dance floor. And if you was VIP was saved for the artist that came to town or the famous chick or whoever was the famous person or the person that had clout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, she was talking about how now they got rid of the VIP. Now it's more so like you can buy a section and get bottles, and this person can buy a section and get bottles, and they collapse there's no more dance floor. Because now they had to make more sections for motherfuckers' birthday reservations and bottles and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now there's no more dance floor, except like that's why I said on the Caribbean scene, if you go to certain clubs, they be still having like that dance element. But our clubs have literally turned into niggas buying bottles. You know what I'm saying? Bottle girls, sections. You can't even barely move in some of these clubs like you used to back in the day.
So what are you basically saying?
You made me think about how the club scene changed when you brought up go-go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because back then, all we did when we went to the club was dance.
Okay, yeah.
Now, it ain't really much of that. You just kind of vibe in your section.
Yeah. And honestly, you would think that it would be going back towards the old way with like all the dances and shit people be doing. People dead ass be holding back from doing dances, I feel like, when they go out. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's like if they play a certain song that you know a dance to, I feel like people be knowing full TikTok dances, but I feel like there's still that certain element of people not wanting to do like TikTok shit out because it still looks like you're doing a TikTok. But low key, people that dance floor club scene about to come back.
I would love to see that come back.
And look, maybe they ain't gonna be playing music like that. Maybe they're gonna be playing some of these TikTok sounds in the club so y'all can, do the little dance real quick.
That's
I wouldn't be surprised if they're already doing that.
They do that now. They'll play the song that they know. But you know what? Now it's different because there's not really dance songs. There's songs that people do dances to, but it's not necessarily made. Like, I Just Want to Rock, you could say that song in the dance is pretty much, the song is dope because of the dance that you do.
Yeah.
We had Lean With It, Rock With It. It was clearly for that.
Our shit was way wavier than y'all shit. I don't care. Lean With It, Rock With It was fire. Like, it's literally a pause, and then you drop.
You probably sound old as shit.
I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Fuck y'all young niggas. Our shit was way better than y'all shit. What do y'all have? Let's keep it 100.
They got some dope shit, though.
We had Crank That Soulja Boy. Let's keep it 100. That was fire. Our dances were better.
They grew up with,
We had Crank That Soulja Boy. We had the two-step. We had Walk It Out. We had the fucking Lean With It, Rock With It. The Laffy Taffy.
They had the Whippin' Nay Nay.
Chicken Noodle Soup. We had the Chicken Noodle Soup. We had the Jerk. We had
Walk It Out.
The Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake was early.
We had so many dances. All our shit was
They
wavy.
had the Whippin' Nay Nay.
Now watch me whip and then nay nay.
That shit was
Fuck
that shit
outta
was dope.
here.
I used to like that joint. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
Now watch me whip it.
Watch me. That's right when hip hop started definitely nosediving. That's right when we started. That's right when music started headed towards apps.
They have different dances. Like some of them have the spot 'em, got 'em joint. Burn awares, carving bean, knock your legs off. That was a dope.
What was that challenge called?
The spot 'em, got 'em challenge.
No, it's called the beatbox challenge.
The beatbox challenge. That's what it was.
What was the beatbox dance though?
That was it.
Okay, yeah.
That was it.
That was wavy.
They had all right shit, and now they got the shit they do.
I'm rocking with that too though. I'm not hating on that. They got the gritty.
They got the gritty.
That's up there.
You never seen niggas in the NFL doing the Lean With It, Rock With It at the same level they doing the gritty. You got white folks. Look,
and the niggas
Mike
in the
Gesicki
NFL
out there doing that joint.
Yeah, you're right. The Lean With It, Rock With It also is not as wavy as a celebration than something like that.
Yeah, so shut your fucking old mouth.
Nah, our dance is still better.
The Dalai Lama is that situation.
You gotta let me know what happened because I honestly have no idea the details. I just know the bad news.
So for people that don't understand who the Dalai Lama is, let me just let y'all know the actual on paper because I don't even want to fuck it up.
Y'all should see the picture Terrell has as his little icon for him logging into his MacBook. It's like him graduating or some shit. What is that? You have like a suit on or something like that? You know how they send you your high school picture, but it still got the big ass logos all on it, but you just post it anyway? Your mother still put it in the frame with the order here?
I don't even know what picture's on there. It transferred from when I first got my first MacBook. You know what I'm saying? That was 2012. But the Dalai Lama is the title given by the Tibetan people to the foremost spiritual leader, period. This man's supposed to be the foremost spiritual leader. Like they call him, that's how they refer to him. Like they refer to him a certain way. Like they'll say the spiritual, or I forget what it is that they say. All I know is y'all probably have seen it and y'all have probably heard about it and you probably heard a bunch of commentary about it. But this shit is a low-key wild because it was a little boy. You didn't see the video. You never watched it? Mm-mm. There's a little boy that he sees, and he's clearly like very happy with this boy, to say it the cleanest way. Like the way he's looking at the boy has to be like 8, 10.
Was it the boy he was sticking his tongue out at?
Yes.
Okay.
This man,
I saw the photo of that.
He made the boy give him a kiss on the lips, which was weird. Then he told the little boy to suck his tongue. Which, it feels weird to even say that.
Suck your tongue?
Yeah. And you're supposed to be you're the Dalai Lama. You're the 14th Dalai Lama that they had. And that's what you want? But you know what? It just opens the dusty, it puts a light.
Suck my tongue?
Not yet. It was wild. And the little boy didn't want to do it. He didn't do it.
What do you mean?
He ended up rolling his old ass tongue right back in his mouth. Terrence, don't go to it. I can't watch it. Well, you watch it while I explain. To me, it just opens it puts a light down that dusty hallway nobody wants to look down, when it comes to these religious leaders and little boys. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all that pedophilia that's a conspiracy y'all don't want to talk about with me, because it's a lot of places you don't think it is. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm never gonna get too deep.
I am not gonna.
I'm
not gonna back this dude or be like we don't know, like with the Balenciaga thing. If that's what y'all think, this is some bullshit. Suck my tongue.
Nah, he's wilding.
What if I smack the shit out of you? How about that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's whoa, whoa when I say that though.
Nah, and you know
Feel
what?
me?
That was the concerning part, is that nobody said, they just let him rock.
I just saw a video posted up here, so-and-so, look, the Dalai Lama is innocent. It's like, son, honestly, with shit like this.
Nah, but that's the thing. People are saying it's a custom. This is what they do. And sometimes people aren't saying that the suck my tongue thing is normal, because that's not a normal thing.
That's a thing in y'all culture?
No. But they're trying to say that he is
There's
innocent.
no way you're saying that to a boy.
To me,
I don't give a fuck what culture you're in.
not my son.
No way. There's no way the culture he comes from fucks with that.
Terry, but we don't know. We really don't know. Cultures be having wild shit that they do. Some people, yeah. And you know. But that doesn't make it okay. It's still fucked up.
Man.
It just will never be my child. No, sir. I'm smacking you right on your bald head and making them glasses fly right across the room. That's insane.
Asking the little boy, I can't even believe this happened. I thought he just stuck his tongue out and they said the vibes was weird. I hell no.
Yeah, so they getting a little crazy with the artwork. That's not the they got some crazy ass artwork out there of people trying to get clicks and views off of this shit. But yeah, I mean that shit was just wild. I mean, I don't know what they were like. Look, I wonder what you guys. Somebody mentioned me and said, I wonder what you guys are gonna say about this Dalai Lama situation. I need to go back and look at his page and see who he was, because I don't know if people was looking for like a controversial.
The bad thing about things that happen like this when a religion is involved is your faith is tested.
Yeah.
Same thing with Malcolm X in the situation with Elijah Muhammad, where it's like, oh shit. My entire belief and faith is based on almost like a gift of knowledge that I got from this person. But now, this person has done something that goes against everything that I got to learn from him. That's like your man telling you never snitch, and this nigga's ratting.
Yeah, but
when he
you
tell
be careful with that one, because
when he tells you, things look complicated, things or whatever, you like, no way.
yeah.
Things don't get complicated. You never do this, right? That's like Frank Costello being a rat. You got the nerve, really? You'll beat a nigga's hands. You'll break a nigga's hand, you know what I'm saying? Cut a nigga hand off for it. But you're one? That's where I feel like your faith really get. Now I'm like, not only is my trust with you tested, now I gotta double back on everything that I learned from you, which is my faith. That's why people will be like, you know what, I'm standing with bro. He ain't do it. Cause this faith so deep, and I got it from him, I can't let it go. Imagine if they came out and said like, look at what happened with even people like the Andrew Tates. When it came out that he was even accused, you already had people like,
yeah, but Andrew Tate,
I get it. I'm just saying when people align with somebody so much, sometimes they can't get out of the way of their faith.
100%. Look at Jonathan Majors. We had all became such big fans of this man. You know what I'm saying? It was quick that when that happened, first of all, for those of us who've been around the block, we've seen that story. So it's like, all right, we'll wait. But then, now that there's been radio silence, it's like, damn, you know what? They playing that he's guilty, let's lay low roll.
Yep. And imagine that times like 10, because religion take it.
Exactly, because it's what you believe in. That's a fact.
The situation is crazy, y'all. I can't believe that is even a thing. What? Am I out of place saying that I would have smacked him?
Would you smack him if you was the boy or if you was the parent?
Parent. That's not his son, is it?
No.
Somebody else kid?
Yeah. And that was the thing. That was the
I'd
loud.
have been like, bro, who threw his shoe at George Bush?
Yeah.
He'd have seen a size 12 coming full speed at his cross joint.
Terrence.
He had a full speed 12 coming right for his frames.
I did want to ask you this, right? I'm gonna give you a situation. This is not course of action. It's not. This is just. I want to know what Terrence thinks, and I feel like he's gonna think different than me. The girl. This is a text thread, right? Y'all probably seen this. The girl says, "I'm bringing my best friend with me," right? Obviously, they're talking about some type of date. Dude says 4. She says she wanted to go out for food and drinks. And he says, well, I'm not paying for her because I invited you. Okay, I'll be honest. She's only coming for my safety because this is our first date.
Yeah.
He says, okay. Oh, okay. I respect it. Well, tell RoboCop to sit her ass outside and scan the perimeters because I still ain't paying for her. And so this opens the door to the question of the girl that brings her friend on the first date for safety. Have you ever been through that? I have. Mm-mm. Okay, cool. I've actually been through that twice in my life. You have been through that. You never been out with somebody and their friend came?
Mm-mm. Not on a date that I set up and a girl told me or I knew she was with her friend for safety. I've been in a situation where I was with a girl and her friend, but like I always just like knew. It never was. I've never been on a first date with a girl that I've never been on a first date with a girl that said, yeah, I'm bringing a friend for safety. Never. And I told Terrell, I don't fuck with it. I think if you need to bring your friend on the first date for safety, I don't want to go on a first date with you. If you feel like you need to bring your friend with me, if you feel like you need to bring your friend with you to go on a first date with me, then we don't need to go on a first date because, like, I'm just not making you feel comfortable enough. I could talk to somebody else that's not going to be extra like that. And I feel like I don't think I'm a threatening person, or I don't think I come off that way. So if that's your preference, that's cool. I'm just letting you know that's a red flag for me because I'm not trying to get to know you and your friend. And most of the time when you go out with that girl, their friend, they'll say that their friend's there for safety, but a lot of times they friend be there for like security or like you're trying to die. You ever be with a girl and her Nah, I don't mean that. So this is what I mean by that. I mean, like, you ever be with a girl and her friend and she talking to her friend the whole time? Every time her friend say something, she press to say what her friend's saying. And now you gotta sit there and it's like me and your friend are entertaining you. And it's like, I get this, but like this is low-key your inability to connect with somebody just a one-on-one. It's nerve-wracking. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a way that you feel, but I think if you need to have your friend there for safety, like, hold on, wait. I mean, like, are we not talking every day? First date, I can see if, all right, bet, look, I'll come in and ask you if you want to go on a date. That's one thing, but like.
Well, let me respond because as somebody who's done it twice, both those situations, it actually was a dope type situation. And I understood this is your first time seeing me in person. We might have, and especially nowadays with people just talking in DMs and maybe 2 or 3 FaceTime dates, it is 100% a possibility that somebody might have somebody tag along. I don't think that that's the most ideal thing. I don't. Yeah. I'm just saying that I've actually been through that. It's crazy because I've actually been through that.
How did you feel when she told you that?
Both situations, I didn't know that there was going to be another person there until I was getting ready to leave, and they were like, oh, it's me and my friend. And I'm already dressed and ready to go. And it's like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
In both situations, so you see, it really all depends, too, because I don't
And I've been in a situation like that, too, where it's like, oh, it's me and my friend. And you're like, oh,
see?
okay. But
now,
no,
it is a little bit
different, her saying, she's literally saying, I'm bringing my friend for safety.
Yeah, but
Girl,
you know what?
Get the fuck.
Terrence, both of my situations, I knew that the friend was there for safety because it was my first time.
Man, fuck
seeing
that
this shit. And
if you don't feel safe,
Terrence, this is the thing.
If you don't feel safe going out with me, then we don't have to go out. You can take your ass out with someone else.
But do you not care if somebody has had, a situation in their
I don't give a
past
fuck.
or something like that?
No. You want to know why? Because we all are out here dating. Feel me?
Okay.
And
I'm about to hit you with the...
in the dating world, there are going to be things that have happened to you, but people do not have to deal with it. Nobody should have to deal with that. I think it's awkward for you to bring somebody else with you on a first date, period. I think a first date, y'all going to want to say how special y'all first date was. Y'all going to want to go back on memory lane. Maybe go back and look at pictures. Think about how awkward it's going to be that you have to create these first memories with her and her fuckboy ass, annoying ass friend. Fuck your friend. Tell your friend no. Like, if you can't tell your friend no, or if you have to bring your friend for safety, cool. That's you. But it's going to be niggas like me who going to say, fuck you. I'm going to go talk to somebody
Terrence,
else.
please.
All
if
right.
you want to make it seem like niggas are these perfect Prince Charming niggas.
I'm not, but like, yo.
Like, cool. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes niggas be creeps.
Yeah, you right.
Niggas,
And some of us are not
Terrence,
creeps.
but it's not.
And some of us ain't.
Terrence.
So we not all going, we not moving out here
Terrence,
like that. Because
but
some of
this
you
my-
women are whack as fuck. So
Okay,
can I
but
say we
Terrence-
splitting the bill? Because I don't know what you're going to do after this.
Now you not on man
Can I
time.
do that?
You
Can I
really on
say
that?
we splitting the bill?
You not
Because I
on
don't know
man-
what type of
Terrence, you
chick
not
you
on man
about to
time.
be.
You not on man time. If you,
It's
if
a
you
risk.
think
It's
that way.
high risk, high reward, right?
You're not on man time, though.
Nigga, I could put,
sound
I
like
could
these
tap high
niggas-
risk, high reward on my forehead. That's high risk, high reward. If you
now-
want to play the game like a bitch, you're gonna take L's, and that's men and women.
Don't listen.
Straight up.
Don't listen to him. He's not on man time.
Terrell,
man time.
you're not on man
You're
time.
not on
buddy.
man time.
You're
First of
not
all-
on man time, buddy.
First of all, you got me fucked up. Both times that situation happened to me, I paid for the girl and her friend and me.
That's why
because I'm
he's
not a broke
doing
ass nigga.
this.
Facts.
That's why
Number
he's
two,
doing this, because
I'm
he
not a
has
broke-
experience.
I've
Because
done
he
this.
did it.
Ted, because it's not that big of a deal, and I still made dope connections with the women that I went to meet. I just also look, you all fellas,
Your
listen
shit
to a nigga
different,
that's
Terrell.
done it. Listen
Your
to this.
shit different. You
But-
keep trying to make
but
it seem
Terrence-
like it's this shit. Nah.
And I've done this, but think about this. If you really like this chick and you this Prince Charming ass nigga that Terrence is trying to make you out to be, think about it this way. If you a dope ass nigga and you got great conversation and you got a dope personality, you should still be able to. And this is the thing that I hate about this nigga. Sorry for cursing because I said I was gonna stop cursing and saying the N-word, but fuck that right now. This nigga says Terrence is the most smoothest. Y'all should see this nigga with women. Y'all should see him.
What are you talking about?
It don't matter who's there. Terrence could be talking to somebody, or he could show up on a date, and the girl could have her best friend and her other best friend. And Terrence he thinks I'm stupid. I know this man since we was embryo. Since we was both little web fingers in the womb, motherfuckers. This is what Terrence would do, because I know him. Terrence would use the friend to create and establish equity in the woman he liked. Terrence, would you not?
That's my.
He
that's my
100%
swag,
would.
100%.
He will be telling the friend, oh,
That's
you know what I like about
100%
your
my-
girl? Let me tell you about your girl. I was talking to her. I was this and that. He be making all types of equity. So what the fuck is he talking about? This is what he would do. Fellas, if Shorty want to bring somebody for safety and you establish conflict with that, you now put yourself in the predator category that you could not be. You could not be a predator at all. But since you want to put yourself in this category and say, why the fuck you need somebody for safety? Now you look like a rapist.
Oh my God!
let her
Are you
br-
fucking kidding me?
Let her bring somebody.
You're fucking tripping.
Terrence, now think
And
about
I'm
it.
losing my voice. I can't even get off of this.
Terrence,
nigga.
think about it. If you play the, what the fuck you want to bring somebody for safety for? That's crazy. Oh, well, you know what?
I deserve a chance
I'm
to
splitting the
respond.
bill.
I deserve a chance to respond.
Damn.
I deserve a chance to
All right, go
respond. I feel like that is bullshit, Terrell. It is unfair for you to be taking that type of precaution with me. I ain't give you no type of vibe like that. That's like you showing up and you like this with the mace in your hand. You got the mace and you like, I ain't know what type of nigga you was about to be. Yo, you can go the fuck home for real. We've been talking every day. We feeling each other. We vibing. It ain't no reason for you to feel like I'm on that type of energy. And if you do, it's not time for a first date. How about waiting until you feel safe enough to be around me for us to go on a first date? Because I'm going to let you know, ladies, you look like a fucking weirdo. You do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
Ladies,
you do.
no, you don't.
You look like a weirdo. And I'm not saying you don't have trauma that you've been through. I'm not saying that. But we have to be honest. I can have gone through certain chicks treating me a certain way on dates, but can I let that affect how I go on a date with you? No, because dating is dating. That's like me thinking I can flex the rules just because of what I've been through or just because I fail hard. The game is the same no matter how you fall. Like, Your experience is your experience, but you need to understand, like we said, Terrell, your perspective. People don't want to get out here and deal with your bullshit. Just because I had a girl fucking, let's say I had a girl just fucking do some random shit when we was doing something, I can't now say, okay, I can't take a precaution around some fuckboy shit.
But
it's hard for me to give an example because my precaution can be a good precaution and somebody can deal with it, but you also need to realize that there are people who are out here, ladies, there are men out here who aren't on any type of energy like that, and you're gonna come off as a weirdo. And you could ruin, the same way Terrell telling you to take a precaution because bruh could be a rapist or a predator, the risk.
Terrence,
question. The risk right there is not as high as him just being you know what I'm saying? Like, he could be a regular straight edge dude. So the risk of him being a rapist or a predator, I feel like, I'm not going to say is there's none.
Right. And on that percentage, I cannot.
No, you cannot.
Terry, now let me ask you this. Do you have an issue with the fact that the friend is there or paying?
I have an issue that you feel like you need to bring a friend for safety. It's not about a friend being there. I've been in that situation. It's bringing a friend for safety makes me feel like we don't need to be on no first date. Because if you don't feel safe and you got to bring your friend, then we obviously not a match.
But question though, don't you play a role? If she feel like she got to bring her friend for you, what role do you play in her feeling like she got to even bring a friend?
And that's the bad thing about women. You doing exactly that. You trying to make it seem like, can I say this?
You've been saying a lot.
You're trying to make it seem like because she feels like she needs to bring a friend, it is solely because of how I make her feel, when it could be because of her trauma. And ain't nobody saying there's anything wrong with that. All I'm saying is, you have to be able to own your own trauma, y'all. You got to be able to say, I've been through some shit, so believe it or not, this is how I am. Is that acceptable for you, or I'll move on? You can't expect people to expect the rules to be flexed just because you went through some shit. They're dating every day. He could date 3 other girls besides you, and you're showing up with your friend. Do you know you're setting yourself back? Regardless of what you've been through, yeah, you're looking out for yourself, but you could also be holding yourself back. That's why I said you just got to understand when you put the boot on your car, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be driving the same. Can you move? Yeah.
You can't move with a boot. That's the purpose of a boot. Wrong example.
Nigga, you could put a boot on and get that bitch to go. I've seen videos of it. But look at the force.
But T, do you think it would be better if she said that up front? Like, yo, I'm not all the way cool with just a date, but I would try and bring my friend type shit. I get these young men not wanting to pay for you and your friend. Not everybody got it to just be paying for that. Some niggas, and it's very common, more common than anything else, we save money for dates. You know what I'm saying? When you'll get to a point in your life where you don't have to, but it's very common for somebody to say, you know what? I got a couple $100, we going out.
Yeah.
That's more common than anything. I can understand you not wanting to pay for the friend. But to me, if somebody don't feel safe with me, we just talked about how your perception is your reality, remember?
Yeah.
If you're perceived as somebody she can't trust, why is that now, your trauma? What if you said that? What if she told you, I don't really know how the vibe about to be, so I'm bringing my friend for safety? You play a role in those initial conversations and why she feel that way.
And that's why I say I feel like the person that I am, I don't think I give off a vibe that would be on some awkward shit. So I feel like if you feel that way, it's not time for a first date then. It's cool. We could just keep chopping it. We could get on the phone or whatever, but like, I'm not going on a date with you and your friend. I don't give a fuck about her. Look, I don't know her. Same way you don't know me. I don't know this fucking girl.
I was getting ready to say, you would never probably be in a situation because you don't give off a creepy vibe. But I think
that's why I'm saying this, y'all. You're trying to make it seem like this can only be said for creepy vibes.
You won't even let me say anything. What I'm saying is, you wouldn't give off that energy. But you're making it seem like it's just based on these girls' trauma and not that some of these dudes, they be cool, but you don't know. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but also there are situations like that one where bruh is probably, do you think bruh who was just in the text message right there was a creep?
We don't know. I don't know. Because to me, I think different than you, Terrence. I'm thinking, why does he have such an issue with her bringing her friend? You can still establish equity. And I've watched Terrence.
Why does he have an issue with her bringing her friend on a first date? You don't see why he would have an issue?
I do, but like, I don't see why you would have such, like, this is a deal breaker. Now, it wasn't a deal breaker for him. He said, sit her
It's a deal breaker. I'm letting you know right now it's a deal breaker for me. It's a deal breaker for me. I'm letting you know.
Matter of fact, he didn't even
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, but he didn't have a problem with the friend coming. He just didn't want to pay.
Yeah.
So to me,
I don't like the
he's
safety
less
thing.
of a problem than the person that's like, if your friend's coming, that's a deal breaker.
It is a deal breaker.
It to me sounds creepy to say that.
It sounds creepy. Why?
It sounds like you just want the girl all to yourself.
I do.
But in a creepy way.
So because I want her all to myself on a date, I'm a creep.
No. I'm saying if somebody don't feel comfortable being alone with you,
Then we not going on a date. Period.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's very common fucking sense.
I get what you're saying.
We're not about to do this
But I
bullshit that
understand.
you're doing, Terrell. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. Ladies, let me say this, Terrell. Just don't say anything. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ladies real quick. I'm just going to give y'all this side of it.
You gonna tell them they're stupid again?
I know most of the ladies that's watching, so I ask y'all, if you listen, the ladies listening. You go on a date. You find a man of your dreams, right? You going on a date. Are you bringing your friend? I guarantee you, 85% of the women listening to this are going to say no. Because
It's the man of your dreams,
most
of course
people,
not.
most people know that dating is between two people.
Terrence, you making it seem like...
If you are at a point in your life where you are feeling like you need to take somebody on a date with you, you don't need to go on a date with that person. I'm trying to help you out.
But Terrence, you making it seem
If
like
you
this
are-
person is the man of their dreams. This is just a random nigga.
Okay,
Who
look,
knows?
let's just
we don't know that yet.
Let's even say it's a random dude that you don't even know, right? If you feel so uncomfortable going on a date with him that you need to take your friend, you don't need to go on a date with him. Period. Like, that is the simplest, that is as easy,
I do agree.
easiest way I could give it to you.
I do agree.
Taking
You don't
your
feel
friend, you look like a weirdo now. You. And I'm letting you know that. From a nigga that's not a rapist, that's not a fucking predator, that's not out here doing none of that fuckboy shit, I'm letting you know we would look at you like a weirdo. We don't feel like dealing with your friend. We trying to get to know you.
And from a nigga
Let
who's
Terrell
done
walk
it
you
twice,
into an L.
From a nigga who's done it twice.
And are you with them?
No.
That's what the fuck I thought.
What does that have to do with the date, Terrence? It has nothing to do. From a nigga
if
who
you
done it
wanna
twice.
be-
From a nigga who done it twice. And
And
for your
you ended
information,
up with them?
and for your information, it did work out. From a nigga who's done it twice, it wasn't that big of a deal. And the friend being there, the way you act around the friend and the way you respond to both fellas, y'all don't know. You could be talking yourself out of a threesome. This
Do you
pussy
hear-
nigga's keeping you from an opportunity.
Do you hear what this nigga is saying out
What
of
if
his
she
fucking mouth?
Since y'all so fucking sexualize everything, what if she come and say that her friend trying to get down too?
Terrell,
Then what?
You are selling
Then
these
you
niggas.
happy.
You're the nigga that says, do you know that if you go to the gym, do you know how many bitches be in the gym? And it's like, do not let this nigga sell you that you're gonna go to the gym and get bitches, because it's not a thing. They just there. Do not let Terrell make you think that because you will be
I'm
going
not
out with two girls, you have the opportunity to sleep with them both. You actually have
The
less
same
of a...
text.
Terrell, let me say this. You have less of an opportunity to get ass if you're going out in this situation than
That's
you
true.
do
That's true.
if you're going out with one joint.
It is true. You have less of an
You
opportunity.
have less of an opportunity.
But
'cause
like
her and her
this-
friends
like
gonna
we
skip
said-
home while you drive your black ass back
Like
to
we
your crib.
said though, the possibility is there.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm saying.
I
And
have more of a
honestly-
possibility of having a threesome by
So
going out
this
on a
is
date with
about-
one girl than I do with a girl bringing her friend for safety.
y'all
So
see?
you mean she gonna go from safety
Y'all see
to
he
up
exposed
next?
himself. He exposed himself. He said you have less of an opportunity to get ass if the friend is there.
Who brought the sex
That
up?
means
Who brought up sex? Not me. Not me. Don't do that. Don't do that,
Somebody
Terrell.
get you.
Don't do that.
because what is this about?
Look, I know what he's trying to do.
Terrence. But that's my thing. Niggas be trying to fuck. I get it.
Terrell, you brought up
Niggas
sex. I
love-
never brought it up.
I know. I did. I'm not putting this on you. All I'm now saying, new thing.
All right.
Men be trying to have sex. And y'all know if the friend come, like you just said, after I said it first, but the chances of you having that nightcap when the friend come go down. But it's like, what type of equity you trying to build? Is this somebody you trying to be with, or is this just somebody you trying to fuck? I can understand you having an issue with the friend coming and not wanting to pay for the friend if it's somebody you just trying to fuck. Me, in my situations when I did it twice, and I keep saying that, I really rock with both of the women that were there. You know what I'm saying? Both of the women in both situations. So when they friend came, that became a new.
Trust me. You
friend.
know, like you said,
This nigga
you know me.
is faking right now.
I'm not faking, Terrell. We talking about a first date. You know me. I am the most social person ever. Like, your girlfriend would definitely fuck with me. Like, my
A girl could bring 3 friends and Terrence would be fine with it.
No, I would
And would
not.
pay for all of them. He'd pick up the bill. He would.
Terrell, I would not on the first date, Terrell. I would be sick. I would be sick.
But you would pay for all of them.
Terrell, you talking about what I would do in the middle of a moment that I can't control. I might do that, and I would make my way through that. I probably would, but I would be upset about that. I would not like that. That's one of the most annoying things ever. You want a long time with your girl, but then you know you have to share that with her friends, but still, man, like, damn, that would blow the shit out of me. You would be a dub in my book. Oh, I'm bringing my friend. I'd be like, all right, well, then let's just reschedule for Friday. See if your friend can come Friday, and then we just would not link.
What if your friend come and then...
What if the friend come and the friend bad as shit? Terrell, now you just changed the color of it. Now, guess what? She bring her friend ass fat, legs crazy, hair done. She's stunting on the joint that you out here with. Your friend might have a better... Terrell, now you're going to say exactly what happened to you on this podcast. Terrell's getting ready to tell y'all a story about a time he went out with 2 women, and you can tell this story, right?
I'm trying to remember what...
Terrell, no, he know what it is. He know exactly what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Terrell went on a story...
What year? Say the year.
I ain't going to say the year because I ain't going to try to get the nigga in trouble because then that's how people start counting on their fingers.
I have no trouble to get in. I'm out the game.
No, you out the game, so we ain't
So
gonna talk
I have
about
no
it.
trouble. Go
I'll
ahead.
just tell y'all what Terrell told me. I'll tell the story for the nigga.
What year?
Terrell went out with 2 girls at one time because the girl brought her friend and the girlfriend was bad as shit, fucking with Terrell and had better convo than the girl he went out with.
Ooh, Terrence, what year was that?
Terrell,
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. All I know is that happened.
Tell me the year.
I don't know the year. Why did he ask me the year? Like, I was there. I ain't jotted down. It's your life.
Nigga, was he in college or we was out of school?
We was out of school. This was when we was old enough to go on. You was old enough to get 2 women. You weren't getting 2 women when you were in full sale, nigga. But look, fellas, do you know that could happen?
I don't even remember.
She brings shorty, and this the shorty, look, that I done seen on my Instagram.
Oh, shit, look, that's
Ashley _ 80. How you doing? It's nice to meet you. I done seen you a million times, basically. And now you in that joint trying to keep your cool, but look, you still gotta... you interested in her, but look, I'm just interested in you. We still at the beginning. This the first date. You gonna bring your badass friend on your first date?
It's gonna look like I'm trying to tuck the experience like I don't remember when I do, but I truly do not remember.
Oh, yeah, nah, y'all see what he doing.
Who? I know what it was. I remember that happening to me. I just don't remember who it was. That's why if you gave me a year, I would be able to place it. Was it before or after 2015? Before or after 2015? 2015?
Now was it? Sure, that's it.
Whatever, man. Hey, look, listen to this nigga if you want to. You be missing out on the threesome.
Oh, my God.
Since that's all y'all give a fuck about, y'all ain't trying to build no emotional equity.
All you getting out of that, fellas, is paying for 2 women and not 1. Don't waste your time, dog.
When you got it like that, that money is nothing.
So look at the percentage of niggas you talking to.
Y'all be going to Fridays. It ain't like you taking both these chicks to the best steakhouse in the world. Y'all going up the street to the Applebee's. You can't afford 2 for $20s? That's $60.
Do you know what her friend is going to tap her on the shoulder and say when you pull up to the Applebee's? He's not the one. Because that's another thing. Her friend is the ultimate judge.
And you know what's crazy, Terrence?
Imagine first date with her and her friend. They going to go home and talk about her friend get to detail the experience just like you. Yeah, and remember he didn't ask for this? Your girl going to be like, I didn't even see him do that. You like, yeah, he didn't even get a napkin. You like, damn, like, fuck that. Fuck that, bro.
And
no
you know
way.
What? Y'all
gonna
stop shitting on these restaurants because when me and Dad went to Olive Garden randomly, me and Dad will meet me at Olive Garden. All right, bet. That joint was packed with young couples. But y'all thinking like y'all wouldn't go. Y'all know y'all fuck with the breadsticks and the tour of Italy and the
Italian Applebee's. Remember that TikTok?
Yeah, I seen a bunch of y'all saying, look, tell me when to stop. Okay.
heavy eater.
All right, y'all. I did want to talk about this next. We just gonna keep the ball rolling. It was a study that came out from the Wall Street Journal and the University of Chicago that said that a survey found that 56% of Americans no longer believe that a 4-year college degree is worth it. Specifically, respondents were asked to choose between two statements. A 4-year college degree education is worth the cost because people have a better chance of getting a good job and earning more money in their lifetime. Or it's not worth the cost because people graduate with specific skills and with a large amount of debt to pay off. And more people pick the it's not worth it because of the debt versus it's worth it because the education leads to a better job. And I think when you think about that nowadays, especially with a bunch of y'all in school, a lot of y'all listen to this on campus or in your dorm room, or just really think about what you're studying in school, because I can tell you as somebody who's done over 1,000 interviews, who's hired a bunch of people of different ages, that in most of these places, it's not even really about it's not even about your degree. You know what I'm saying? Your resume, sometimes I don't even look at it. Like, I'll look at it we used to look at it on a base level, and I'm talking about a retail level type situation. I understand y'all going into IT and you need all of these certifications and stuff. That's actually dope because you need that to even do the job. But a lot of these places will hire you based on your ability to connect, or if you're somebody who's coachable, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're somebody who has a specific energy. Because let me tell you right now, if you're an asshole and you got all the certifications in the world, I'm not hiring you. And what we're seeing a lot of times now is that people don't even need degrees to get certain jobs, or they graduate, but you done got all this debt that you got the job you wanted, but it don't feel like you working the $80,000 a year job because you got $120,000 in debt and you got to pay $1,500 back in student loans. So when you get that paycheck, you're not even really getting the splurge like you want because you're paying so much fucking debt from having to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Black women are the most enrolled by gender, race, and sex. Black women, you know what I'm saying? They also lead when it comes to debt rising, because it's cool to say, yeah, we're the most educated, but we also starting to get in a lot of debt, y'all. Now let's think about that split the bill. I need a man that ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of these conversations are very close in the proximity. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the college, that study coming out, I could have predicted that would have happened, because I'd even tell my dad sometimes. My dad always say, you got a degree. You should take your degree and go and get a job. And it's like, I don't want to hear this.
I think now more than ever, people feel like their degree isn't worth anything because you're seeing way more people make money, have great careers, and get successful without getting a degree.
Mm-hmm. And no debt.
No debt in the easiest way. Like, and it be for stuff that we went to school for. You know what I'm saying? We go to school for film. You see this motherfucker just does some regular shit on his phone or some shit. I mean, is it bad? No, it is good. But you like, damn, I went to film school for a couple years. You pay all the money.
Yeah.
And you realize, damn, I didn't even need to do that to get to the level that I'm currently at now.
Yeah.
Like, when I think about my film mind right now, as somebody who went to film school, do I think I needed to go to film school to have this level? Even if it was little small thing, I don't think so. I would trade the money spent for school to be able to get it on my own. I don't think my college experience was worth the money spent for it. So I think everybody feels that way. Like, yo, looking around at the landscape, I don't feel like it was money well spent. I feel like I wasted time, because look at these people. You see the 19-year-olds not even thinking about certain things. Yep. The world is really their oyster. We were the last crop of students that are legit told you need to go to college. Mm-hmm. We were raised on, you're not going to be able to do that in college. You're going to have to go to college. Yep. Like, that was how we were raised. We have the parents who say, You need to get a job and go to college. That's how most of our parents were raised. That's how they raised us. And the bad thing is we didn't know what the opportunities would be, but now that we see it, we can't help but regret some of the decisions we made with our parents at 18 and 19, because don't nobody want to talk about that.
Right, your parents.
We making those decisions with our parents.
Yeah.
They're putting you in the debt. Like, because you're trying to go out and get, they are also trying to put you in the best position.
And
to
they
win.
don't, they have, sometimes, that's the thing. A lot of parents of the people that are in the country that are immigrants that have parents from different countries. I got a lot of friends that are African that say, my dad wanted me to be a doctor or a lawyer, and he ain't fucking what I'm doing right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they sometimes people just have that mindset where they still think you need to get your degree. Yeah. And then all of these job opportunities for you to make great money is going to open, because that was the American way a long time ago. We paid $8,000 for an editing class at Full Sail. $8,000 for that month of editing class that motherfuckers can now go on YouTube and we can tell you how to do everything in Final Cut in 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Everything that we went over.
Everything.
Each day for 30. Not only did it cost $8,000, it's 30 days. You know what I'm saying? It's putting in real work.
Today we're going to learn about Blade Tool. And
we're going to learn about the Blade Tool and the cut
This motherfucker
tool.
covered that in 2020 in 3 minutes.
It was very easy. And you know what was crazy? Me and Terrell was in school before shit like... We was in school before you really realized you could learn everything on YouTube. Remember? Yep. I'm glad I wasn't in film school then, because you know what? That's wrong.
No, you're right, Terrence.
I wish I was in film school knowing that I could learn, knowing that I had YouTube as a resource. And I won't completely shit on film school, y'all. I do think there are situations, Terrell, where you can go to school and take your entire game to the next level. Yeah. Especially a school like an art school, like film school, or even culinary, or if you're somebody who's into like painting or drawing or anything like that, or AI, I do think that you could have a special talent that does get revealed when you go to college.
Yes.
It's just like we always say, bro, high risk, high reward, but also low risk, low reward on other ends of it. Like it's a high risk going to film school because you taking the money out. You know what I'm saying? But that investment could equal a high reward. I think that our investment in film school gave us a high reward.
It did.
It was a high risk. I think it gave us a high reward even if it stopped right now. So, like, I don't regret it. Is that what the article was saying, that people regretted it, or they would just choose to not say it's important to get?
56% of people say that a 4-year degree just isn't worth it because of the debt.
Mm-hmm. It's not worth it.
They chose that option. I don't give a fuck about education because that debt is no joke.
Yeah.
But you learn more just from being in Florida than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way you are, the way you articulate yourself and mixing with them people. I mean, I'm like, we've talked about this on this podcast 1,000 times, but you pick up new lessons all the time. But we went to school and we wasn't with white folks like that. You know what I'm saying? Until we got to school. And then you start saying, all right, bet. Like my best friend in college was a guy named James Turfone from Nebraska. He's literally on hella sets now doing all types of grip lighting work. And at one point, it was just me, Terrence, and Jared McGriff. Mm-hmm. Remember Jared? Shout out to Jared. He's doing great things at BET now.
Great things. Jared, you're going to go in the Full Sail Hall of Fame, bro.
If you keep it up.
You're going to go there.
But at one point, it was just us three. And man, shout out to Mandisha. Like, it was just us four only black folks in the whole class. And there was times.
And we had Ashton, who was above us.
Oh, don't forget Ashton. Ashton was in the class.
We had people. We had Lucky. We had a lot. We had other blacks.
Think about it. Lucky was in music. Ashton was a class ahead of us. Ashton was that's my guy for life.
For life.
But Ashton was in a class ahead of us. It got to a point where it was me, you, Jared. That's it for black folks.
Jared, and Mandisha.
Because Terrence's ass failed that. I was talking to my girl about this the other day.
Failed, and
I said when Terrence failed that class and I got a month off, boy, I didn't do nothing. That's when I started watching Sons of Anarchy. But
gave you your favorite show, low key.
Crazy, bro. People don't understand that broken window I sat next to while watching that show. Remember my window in my room was broke, that little square? But yeah, Brody. I think when it comes to college, just really think about what it is you're doing. A business degree will never age bad. A law degree will never age bad because the law don't change. The standards of business don't really change like that. Getting one of these, what they call it? Not AI, but getting these certifications so you can do internet technology. That stuff is pretty standard shit that it ain't gonna change much on a base level. But if you're thinking about going to art school, you just gotta be prepared for the fact that the shit will evolve.
Yes.
They had us pulling focus like this with a tape measure. And now there's a motherfucker sitting there with a digital version of it. And it's like, damn, why the fuck did we learn that?
Hell yeah. Don't be afraid to make a conscious decision though. You're gonna see a lot of content out there like this that's gonna kind of seem like it's negative towards college. And it's really not meant to be negative. It's just meant to keep you aware because they don't talk about the money part when they talk about school. They talk about the education. They talk about opportunities. But I want y'all to think if you go to college for 5 years and you in $100,000 in debt and you actually get the career you want, you become this big doctor or this big lawyer or whatever. That's always great, but people feel like people have that feeling of having somebody in their back pocket for it. Like you taking out loans so that you can get this career, but once you finally get that career, the money you getting from the career, you're giving back to your loans. And then you got interest and you feel like, damn, this person, that's kind of how I feel about our student loans. I felt like this was somebody who was basically letting me know they would help me get an experience. And once I got it, now I feel like they feel like I owe them forever, you know? And it doesn't matter what I got from it. Like it doesn't matter if I felt fulfilled from the experience or if I felt like I got the most from it. It just is what it is. That's why you have to understand that it's not because that's not what it is. I made the choice. It's gonna feel like that though. Like it's gonna feel like somebody is in your back pocket, and it won't feel like that until you are an adult and you're past the dreams that you have. You gotta understand, you can definitely be blinded by your dreams, and you say, "Man, fuck it, I'm gonna take out this money because I'm gonna go here and do this," and there's probably more people on Earth that could experience that than probably have experienced this than success.
100%.
Which is thinking that your shit is gonna work out. Newsflash, it just won't.
You want to answer that question of whether you...
My boy Bright. Hey, look, shout out to my boy Bright. It's his birthday. Shout out to you, bro. You've been rocking with us for a long time.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brody. And you know what? He sent through some great shit for us to cover on the podcast.
He said, I'll read it for you because he said, what's the best way to channel your energy on what you want out of life? And like you just said, is there ever a point where you accept that your dreams are unlikely? I think that does happen for a lot of people more often than the shit just working. And that's just the baked in luck of it all. You know what I'm saying?
What's the moment then that you could tell somebody? What's the moment that you can tell somebody to look for when they could say, damn, you know what? Maybe this shit ain't for me.
I think when you know you've given something all you got, you've been consistent, you've put in the work, you've like dead ass gave it your best shot. You dedicated yourself to it, you were consistent, and you still don't have the success you want. Then you can start looking at the clock, because the one thing that don't stop is the clock. And I don't think there could be a point where some people try for their entire life.
Yeah.
But you will one day look at the clock and be like, I can't keep trying to do this.
Yeah.
And life just be going by. I gotta kind of see if something else gonna work.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, like, if you done gave it your all and still, then you start looking at, I don't know if y'all know. I'm interested to see what Terrence is gonna say, because I am a plan A, B, C, D, and if this don't work, we gonna do E, ass nigga. That is the type of person that I've always been. Terrence has always been the dreamer of us. If we do this, we'll be rich. I've always been the what if not?
Nah, yeah. In my opinion, he's saying, what do you think is the best way to channel your energy on what you want for yourself out of life? And do you ever think there's a point to settle and accept that your dreams are unlikely? The best way to channel your energy on what you want for yourself out of life.
That's a good question.
That's like, damn. For me, I think the way that you feel is the most important part of this whole thing for me. If whatever you're doing, if you still can feel 0.01% of inspiration behind it, if you can still see 0.01 inspiration of like this shit being dope, if it were to actually get done, I say you stick with it. Once you start feeling like I don't even want to do this shit, once it starts feeling like this ain't something that I want to do, this is something that I now feel like I have to do because I promised myself I was going to do this. You're going to tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to be in the NBA one day. I'm going to ball out and I'm going to go to the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. You make that promise to yourself. You got to be careful because it's hard to break a promise with somebody else. To me, it's just as hard to break a promise with yourself, if not maybe harder, because that shit sits with you. You know you did it.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't know if that person even give a fuck that much about a broken promise, but you know you do. Mm-hmm. You know how bad you wanted that. So letting it go sometimes feel like I'm letting you down, letting myself down. But really, you're letting yourself down by keeping yourself attached to something that you're not passionate about, or that you're not made for. Me and Terrell used to play football. I used to run back and forth in my living room with my football. My mom would tell you he would not sit down with the football. I used to wait for the game to come on, and you would see me running back and forth. Terrell was not like that. I had adolescent dreams of being in the NFL. Dog, when I got on my first NFL, when we played football, me and Terrell did not play age limit. I mean, we did not play weight limit. We didn't play 75U. We played, how old are you?
12, right, 8, 10.
You 8? Over there with the 8-year-olds. We played Pop Warner. You know what I'm saying? It's age group. So I was 8 years old, 60-something pounds. I'm on the same team with a nigga that's like 115. He's just a little bit big. He's just bigger than me, you know?
Some big-ass 8-year-old.
That experience wasn't the best. It wasn't everybody's experience. It was mine, and it told me I don't want to do this shit. And I remember being very young thinking, damn, I've been running around with the football. I've been playing football outside with my friends. My boy Ryan and Rashad my boy Don, everybody used to be like, yo, you good outside? Mm-hmm. Same thing with basketball. You just gonna get to a point where you have to tell yourself, all right, low key, I'm not selling my short not trying out. I'm selling myself short, sticking to this shit that low key, I can see I'm not made for this. That's what I would tell everybody that's listening to this right now. Sorry, Trey, you don't always have to apologize for a soapbox, but like, you know when you're not built for it. You know when you don't really want to do that shit, but you're just doing it. You know. Yep. You know when you're just doing it because you told yourself you were going to do it. This is the part. This is where you can start letting it go for real. Mm-hmm. That's when you know. Like, all right, bet. If we all had a group meeting in here, we would leave saying we're no longer doing this. Mm-hmm. And we dodging the meeting. You know? If you're dodging a meeting, let it go, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
If you ducking the meeting, if you ducking facing like, do I really want to do this? If that question scare you, if your answer ain't fuck yeah, then let it go, bro.
Not yet. And honestly,
do I want to do this?
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to go, bro? What the fuck I want to go with this nigga?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
As soon as we got that energy, it's foil. We don't want it.
Now, you see, that's Terrence speaking on. That is exactly how Terrence looks at everything. I am a plan B, C, D, and if that don't work, E ass nigga.
He's what's the nigga's name from Pursuit of Happiness? You like that nigga? He gonna be in the what's the name with his son? Look.
And what happened?
The nigga banging on the door. I gotta use the bathroom, motherfucker.
Hey, look, he was like
a fucking scanner in that nigga. Open up, motherfucker. He cried.
Terrence, first of all, what happened to Chris Gardner? He's a billionaire now. Not a billionaire. He's a multi-millionaire now. He be doing in crypto and all that shit. You seen his Instagram?
No bullshit.
His son is rich.
Nah, but look, right here, plan A nigga. He ain't want to do all that other bullshit.
You right. You tried to say
his plan A was the scanners.
That's what I'm saying.
He found his plan B.
His plan B was, you know what? Maybe I could get this job at Dean Witter.
If
And
he
even
didn't-
though I'm trying all day running across town to sell this fucking time machine, I'm chasing crackheads down to get it back. And then look, he was in the office. He was like, it's not working. I got it. And then they were like, look, Chris, thanks for your time. I'm getting the fuck out of here. He was doing that. Guess what happened? He
It
saw
was
an
a bone
opportunity.
density scanner.
This motherfucker got in the right car at the right time, fixed the right Rubik's Cube, and got the opportunity of a lifetime. Look for your Rubik's Cube moment, because it might not be, you might not be a millionaire off the shit you think.
Yeah.
It could be something else. You could be a nigga that want to be you want to become a millionaire real estate person.
Yeah.
And then you all of a sudden open 6 fucking bakeries and now you a fucking bread. I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
But it might not be what you think. See?
You have no
There's
idea.
2 ways to look at it.
You have no idea how big that small moment was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is a fact of life right there. You have no idea how big that small little thing was. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like you chose to print out your paper while everybody else wrote longhand, you typed it. You have no idea how far something as little as that can go with the next level.
Yep.
And that goes for everything. We getting along with it on this. We're gonna move on to the next thing. Like again, shout out to my boy Bright. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Got you on your soapbox.
100.
Pushing the rock. Pushing the rock. Furious style.
He said he didn't know if I seen Spider-Man No Way Home. I definitely did. He said he brought up the fact that what MJ said at the end, Mary Jane, the Mary Jane, the best Mary Jane,
Please.
in the MCU.
Kristen Dunst.
It's like, nah. I think the best Mary Jane was
Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst. Because she was kind of an asshole, you know?
He said forget about it, cuz. You remember that meme? But yeah, she did say some. What did she say at the end?
But Zendaya said at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, you should always expect the worst so that when things go bad, you're prepared for it. He said he wanted to get our thoughts on it. I'll let you say your thoughts
We
on that
basically
first.
have already got on
The stay determined soapbox, yeah.
so I'm not gonna bleed it. I don't agree.
We can both agree that we don't.
We both agree that we don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very toxic way to look at your life. You're always expecting the worst so that when shit goes bad, you're prepared for it. So what about when shit goes good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can understand bracing for impact. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when people go through shit, that is a traumatic response. You've been through shit, so now you look for it so that it don't hurt the same way it hurt the first time. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing where somebody gets shut down. All it takes is for you to get carried one time. Boy, no, ew, boy, ew. And all her friends laugh for you to say, I'm never putting myself in a situation again because I don't want to feel this again.
Yeah.
But you just got to fight through that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people have fear of rejection. That's why people will see you and then hop in the DMs where there's nobody around to say, yo, I saw you at that party. It's a trauma. It's like a trauma response.
Nah, you're right.
So I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it either, y'all. I definitely feel like that is a way to hold yourself back from a lot of shit. You should always expect the worst, so when things go bad, you're prepared for it. Super negative mentality, super negative mindset.
Hell no. Right.
No.
I'll think about the best shit that can happen. I always say, look, what if I walk outside and find $300?
I know what it's like to feel like, damn, what if I go up there and some niggas up there? Damn, what if I go out there and it's... Come on, man. That's the only thing that's going to happen is you're just not going to be a part of whatever you wanted to do, and it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Didn't go to the party because you thought it was going to be ratchet. It was a great-ass party. You didn't want to go downtown because, you know, people be shooting down there. You went to everybody else who went down there had a blast. I'm telling you. I think now I told Terrell, if it's bad and it's going to happen, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, nowadays, I'm like, if I go over here and get robbed, then that's just what happened. Yeah. I do feel like if I could walk outside with $1,000 in cash in my hand like this, and I don't think that I would get robbed. Just for doing that. I think you get robbed when you do that, and a nigga who is willing to rob you is in the vicinity.
Now,
you know what I mean? That's why I'm
it's like fate. It's like
just
destiny.
whatever. Like,
if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lay here and be like, damn, what if? Or I'm not gonna drive my car and be like, what if my car just explode?
You're right. We live in a country.
So when it exploded, I'm like, at least I was prepared for it, God. Where's my seat?
Yeah, exactly. And we live in a country where you could get shot in a supermarket. Kids are getting shot in schools. Nobody's doing shit about it. It could happen anywhere. So if you want to live your life like that, you're going to be terrified everywhere.
Imagine simply going to the grocery store.
And I'm not going to lie, bro. I was out Pentagon City at the Pentagon City Mall, and I was getting my phone fixed. And I did have some anxiety about that.
Yeah.
Like walking around the mall, it was a bunch of it was like a field trip or something. And it was a bunch of people sitting on the floor down this hallway, and it gave me crazy anxiety. I was like, let me get the fuck out of here. Because you never know when some shit happen, now we all running for an exit.
Nah, you're not lying, bro. I was in the Safeway literally, day before yesterday? And this weird looking white boy was back there. I forget what the fuck he was doing, but I'm like, this motherfucker look weird. And I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say this. We've been stereotyped for years. Feel me?
Taryn, don't get on here and say there's just certain shit you just don't get on here and say.
We have been stereotyped in our faces. They lock their doors when we walk by. We've seen it all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just going to put it out there. I 100% stereotype. This shit is happening every fucking day. I just told Terrell, we ain't even get to heal from the girl that shot up the school. And we already got this asshole in Louisville or wherever, bro, that shot up the bank. So 100%. And we know what they look like. At this point, we know what you look like.
There's somebody's got to save this pod.
We know what the person looks like.
There's a majority.
And I'm letting you know. Are they look, y'all talk about gang violence, right? I want everybody to think about the term gang violence. How many of y'all started thinking about some white folks? Right, y'all talking about all niggas, right? But guess what? There's gang violence with white folks, just like there's mass
100%.
shootings with black folks. But we know where the majority is, and we know who to be like, hold on, wait, based on what we've seen, who in here looks most like they might do this shit? Am I okay in stereotyping? No. But you're right, where we live in a world where we don't know. And I ain't gonna lie.
About perception, because
when I see a weird-looking, quirky motherfucker, white or black, I'll say that.
You just gave away that.
White or black. I am definitely stereotyping you because we do not know, and I really don't want to lose my life. I don't give a, I'd rather be ignorantly stereotyping you. And this is how crazy it is with the world we live in.
Terrence, you can't say that because
ignorantly,
if it flips, you won't be okay with it.
I'd rather ignorantly stereotype you and get home safe the same way y'all do. All of that, look, getting the fuck out of here. You got home safe. I wasn't dangerous. I'm doing the same thing. Because guess what?
I mean, it happens.
We ain't going around shooting up buildings willy-nilly. Feel me? They were scared of us from what we was doing to each other. Feel me?
You right.
Y'all the ones killing that random. This shit is really Squid Game out here.
But
you got a number on your chest right now. You just can't see it. This is real life Squid Game. You're going to die and they're going to take your money. And guess who they're giving it back to? Everybody else still playing. Y'all niggas not paying attention, man. Y'all niggas don't want this game for real. Look, MalloryBrosPodcast.
the one on the right is an idiot.
He's fucking dumb.
I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna. I mean, because you're right. It's like what we talked about with perception. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't see white people and think they're gonna shoot up there. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
But when you see that weird person that look edgy, that just don't look like they all the way there, you do sometimes kind of think like, all right, I need to get the fuck away from this motherfucker right here.
Don't think about doing anything we don't regret. Just in here to get some almond milk, right? And look, you trying to be nice with him? I like that shirt you got on. Where you get that shirt from?
Terry, this is not something that you joke. This is not something to joke about. Are you kidding me? Really?
I told you, look, he's not doing anything. This just me being, look, we all fucked up. You good? Okay, I'm getting in my car. Shit! I just went through so much getting almond milk. Look, do you think about it? See, we laugh at that, but that's crazy.
I'm getting ready to say.
That's crazy. I can't even get almond milk. I'm nervous as fuck. I'm talking to this weird motherfucker. Yeah, skateboard, huh? You like, what's the dude's name? What's the Holden Wallen?
All right. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? Shit. This is insane.
What's happening in our country? Isn't that?
Nah, you know what's
And
crazy?
you have more of a problem with my words than the gun laws. This country is fucked.
I really wonder how people listen to this that are in. We got listeners, and shout out to everybody that listens from Brazil, Africa. We have people in
Europe.
Australia, everywhere, the UK, that listen to this podcast, and they know it. So they know how it is. They hear about it. It's gotta be crazy to hear two people just laugh about some serious shit. Like, not laughing at anything specific, but like,
I mean,
knowing that that's just a norm over here.
Yeah.
All right, man. Movie suggestion of the week, and then we're gonna talk playoffs.
My movie suggestion of the week is going to be The Pursuit of Happiness.
Wow.
Go and watch that. It is one of the most inspiring movies that you will ever watch. When we was just talking about it, I said, you know what? I'm going to make this my movie suggestion of the week, and I'm also making another one that's on Netflix. They just put it back up there. I'm not going to take too long. Movie suggestion of the week. Pursuit of Happiness has Will Smith. I'm sure we've recommended it before. Y'all can go and watch it. I think it's on Netflix.
I'll make sure.
Terrell's got me on that, but what's another joint that I added? Y'all know I like to add something that we're gonna watch together. The number one show on Netflix right now is Beef.
That was gonna be mine.
All right, so that was gonna be a segment, so I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because that was gonna be my second one. My first was gonna be Air again, because I need y'all to go and see that movie.
Oh, so look, you just go ahead.
Pursuit of Happiness is on Netflix. My movie suggestion, man, when Will Smith says this part right here, this little part is called winning. Oh my God.
Yes.
I want to feel that. Like when Adesanya was like, I pray you get to feel
That was amazing.
that moment. But we never talked about that.
We should have started the podcast with music. Oh my God, we bringing the podcast music back. I'm gonna fight this nigga. I just have to do it on my own. This is what Terrell did. He's an asshole. I said, hey bro, don't we start with music again? And he was like, do you got music? Because if you don't, then no. What a bitch!
Wait till we sit at the table and want to now sit for 3 hours
I
looking
said,
at
look,
the clip.
okay, next week I will have it ready.
Next week, get that at. But Beef is a new show. It's number one on Netflix. I know my boy from Beef Netflix.
Stephen Ewan.
Yeah, my guy
And
from
Ali Wong.
First of all, let me tell you something about this man right here. When he sees Stephen Ewan, you know what he thinks about? I don't know.
Invincible.
He thinks about Invincible. This motherfucker right here named real life is Glenn. That's a fact.
I know who Glenn is. Look.
Glenn Reed.
Are you saying
Ted,
that?
I'm gonna Ted.
Bang, bang.
Ted, this is
Are you
really
saying
this is, I can't do this. This motherfucking name is Glenn. I'm sorry. He's a
That's all
legend.
we're gonna leave it at.
He played
He
played Steven in Invincible. He played the son.
He was in Nope last year.
He was in Nope.
He's in a lot of shit though. He's great. He's actually pretty decent.
But he is a South Korean American actor.
Mm-hmm.
I think the woman that he's in this movie with now,
Ali Wong.
is what? Is also, damn, is she Korean?
I like this, man. Shout out to the.
I'm not too sure what she is, but I love the concept of the show. What is it about?
It says a road rage incident between two strangers, a failing contractor and an unfulfilled entrepreneur, sparks a feud that brings out their darkest impulses. You know what? Shout out to the Asian community. This is dope. Number one on Netflix. Asian led. Shout out to y'all.
I love it.
I'm gonna give y'all the shout out. I'm gonna give y'all the flowers.
I love casting your own
Cast your
stars
own, star
and
your own.
going with it. And it ain't just about like white folks and us. It's about us. We just starring in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I feel like we get to all experience each other in different ways with that. Like, I know when you watch Succession, even though it ain't really about the money, it is like, yo, this is a totally different family with totally different values from mine. Mm-hmm. Same way when you watch Ozark. I'm looking at these waterside motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, y'all can get with it.
And that's the thing. Jason Bateman has a great role in Air.
Yeah.
But he'll forever be Marty Bird for me.
Yeah.
He looked like Marty Bird back in the day. That joint. But Beef is on Netflix. Air is only in theaters. Big shout out to Ben Affleck. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know about Ben Affleck.
You said that Ben Affleck never missed, and I didn't want to embarrass you on your TL, but he's definitely missed.
Tell me a miss that he has as a director.
Live by Night was a miss. or In the Heat of the Night was a mess.
What's that? Is that the one with Ana de Armas?
No, that's the one he did with Zoe Saldana. Look it up.
Did he direct it?
Yeah, he did. That was a miss.
Live by Night wasn't a miss. That was all right.
He trying to say that was all right because he don't want him to have a miss.
He did Gone Baby Gone, Argo, The Town, and Air. To me, you 4 for 4. You got a Wendy's 4 for 4 right there. Argo is amazing. Gone Baby Gone's amazing. Didn't he do Good Will Hunting too? No, he acted in that.
He wrote Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon. They both won the Academy Award for best screenplay.
And Matt Damon, legit.
Both in it?
Matt Damon's the main character. He
Oh,
smoked.
I have to go see. Oh, yeah.
He plays Steve Carell.
Yeah, them two.
Ben Affleck plays Phil Knight, the CEO of Nike. That joint is so dope.
All right, you started the podcast talking about it already, so just tell them to go see it.
Y'all should go see that movie. It's dope when they like make the Jordan 1 and they be like, we need a prototype. And they be like, well, the league has rules around how much red we can use. And they were like, well, how about we do more red? That joint
Let
was
me ask you, did you not already know that story?
I did, and it made watching it way better because you already know Jordan gonna sign with Nike. You just need these motherfuckers to execute.
You knew about the story about the first shoe, and how the league looked at it.
Yeah, and Phil Knight didn't know that they said they were gonna pay the fines. So when they said that in the meeting, he's sitting there like, "Oh, okay, dog." Just go see it. It's an adult movie. Watch Beef. I'm gonna watch Beef this week.
I'm gonna try to watch Beef. Yes, sir, man. NBA playoffs is here.
Yeah.
Let's turn up, man. Shout out to everybody who still has a team that's alive and well in the playoffs. My Wizards didn't make it this year, so I'm rolling with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's my
squad.
my city.
It's my city, yeah. It's crazy because I want Ja Morant to win so y'all can be just mad that Ja, he gonna be grittying. I can't wait to see them niggas grittying. Can you imagine what the trophy? Y'all be sick.
So we get the play-in tournament. You got a bunch of games that already happened at this point. What's today? No, tomorrow. So
today's Thursday. So tonight
we got the Chicago and Miami game and the Oklahoma City and Minnesota game.
Yep.
But let's do play-in predictions and then
we'll do the games that are already set. And then next week we'll just do
we'll do
whatever's there.
Whoever came back, yeah.
Just try to catch up.
First we got who you think is going to win this game between Chicago and Miami and Oklahoma City and Minnesota tonight. I'm going to go with Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to bounce back. I think at this point, Anthony Edwards got a lot to prove because that last game, I'll be honest, that wasn't him. He just had an off night.
And you know what I told you? I thought he was going to have a coming out party. I thought he was going to ball. But I told Terrell, that's how the league is. That's how the league is. When the playoffs come, it's a different time.
But SGA and Josh Giddey,
I don't know. I got Chicago winning, and I got Minnesota winning.
You got Chicago winning?
You know I'm riding with Minnesota. I know y'all love SGA, and y'all love the way the nigga dress, and he's a hooper. He's a baller.
He's a baller.
He is. But I'm going with Minnesota. And Rudy Gobert about to come back, right?
Yeah.
Yup. I'm going with Minnesota.
I'm going to go Minnesota because I think they're going to bounce back.
Sunday,
I'm going to pick them. I'm picking Miami, though.
I'm picking Chicago because didn't Miami lose? I felt like y'all going to suffer that when you lose and you really wasn't supposed to lose, and now y'all just lost? Y'all just out?
I don't know, man. We'll see. But, all right, let's keep let's keep it pushing. We got the Thunder and the Timberwolves.
Didn't we already say?
Lakers, remember the Lakers beat the Timberwolves.
But didn't I already say I was picking Timberwolves? Oh, who you picking?
Oh, damn, is that what we said?
Well, I'm picking the Timberwolves.
Oh, okay, no, my bad.
Who are you picking, though?
I picked Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Timberwolves as well.
Okay.
My bad. I don't know why I just read it the wrong way. Do you even want to do these or?
Let's not do those yet because when those teams play, it'll be series. You know?
Yeah, so we could do 4, 5, and 3 and 6 in there. Early prediction.
Nah, let's wait.
All right, wait. We'll wait.
The next podcast won't be before the first series start, will it?
The joint start. The playoffs start on the 15th.
Fuck.
Which is by next week we will have.
Oh shit! All right, well then yeah, let's do those then. I wanted to do it where it will be all together, but it ain't ever gonna be all together.
And then we'll just hop back and see who, because the number 1 through the number 8 seed is gonna be what it is. Just real quick thoughts, and we'll return to it if we need to.
Yeah, because I don't want to get
quick thoughts on Suns versus Clippers. I'm just gonna pick the Suns. I think it's gonna be dope to see Russ versus KD again. But I'm picking the Suns. Come on, bro.
I'm just gonna pick the Suns and say nothing. I don't know, man.
Terrence, the Suns are beasts, and they've been beasts they've been beasts.
Paul George coming back? Or no?
I don't know. I think so. KD versus Brody, though.
Kawhi Leonard is a beast.
Man.
He is built for the playoffs.
That's going to be a great series. I'm going to go Suns, though. In 6.
You.
Kings, Warriors, y'all not going to like what I got to say because guess what? Steph and them is out.
Warriors.
Light the beam.
I don't like seeing Draymond Green say, don't let us win another fucking championship. I don't like him saying that. I would love to see Steph and them say it. Draymond talks enough. And then with the backlash that they've received from, like, other people and them just saying, well, I got 4 rings. Well, I got 4 rings. It is like, yo, all y'all care about is winning championships. What I guess I get. Because
it's the biggest thing you can do.
It's the biggest thing you can do. But it just started to look like, all right, y'all really can't say nothing beyond them 4 rings. I guess it is like we better not let them win another championship. Because then what you going to say? I am picking them to beat Sacramento, though.
Nah. I got this Kings team is special, bro. That offense is very special. Now, people, you really can't count out the Warriors because the Warriors are already the reigning champs, and this happens all the time with the Warriors.
I'm about to say, that's the only reason why I'm picking them. But you know, everybody was talking about how, like, Sacramento is number 3 seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
They was like, people are worried about Sacramento like they're not the number 3 seed. I saw someone say that. Like, they're the number 3 seed, but everybody's like, well, what do you think the Kings can do?
It's because like,
you got a point, because
y'all got stuck playing the Warriors. If y'all had to play the Clippers, or it's just the Warriors you can never count out. So I'm going with the Kings in 6, though. I'm gonna go with the Kings in 7, actually.
All right, Terrell, let's move this needle a little bit, because, like,
all right, bet. Grizzlies, Lakers, I'm picking the Grizzlies. Lakers, cool. Bron, love you to death. You the GOAT.
I'm picking the Grizzlies, too. That's just the squad that I'm going with. I hate that they got to play Bron them first.
I know. Hawks, Celtics, easy. Celtics.
I'm going with the Celtics, too. Celtics, I think, are one of the most dangerous teams in the playoffs right now.
Yep. 76ers, Nets, 76ers.
Ooh. 76ers.
Sorry, Nets.
Would be a great thing to see the Nets go out there and do something.
Would be. Cavs, Knicks. This is one that people are back and forth on. Let me tell you something. I'm a big Cavs fan. Love Donovan Mitchell. Like, love Darius Garland. Love Evan Mobley. Love that whole squad. I'm picking the Cavs. And I know Knicks fans are going to be pissed about that, bro. Because they got a squad.
I think it's a toss-up. I think that's one of the best, most closest series right there.
Yeah, that's going to be like in a game of 7. And then we'll kind of fly back and see who's going to get these 8 seeds. But honestly, I don't think anybody that's coming out of these tournaments will beat the Bucks or Nuggets.
Bucks is a dangerous fucking team. The Bucks, bro, every year, just like the Warriors.
Do you think the Bulls or Heat can beat them?
You never know, but I would never pick them over. No, I wouldn't.
Nah, the Bucks got a squad. But yeah, y'all. I'm excited for that. We did watch the Adesanya and Pereira fight. It was dope to see him get that redemption win.
And that fucking speech was fucking, like, all time. Like, that was one of the all-time, like, when he was saying it, I was like, wow, I'm inspired.
Because I'm not going to lie. I was worried. You know what I'm saying?
No, all the way up to where he was.
When he threw that knee, I said, damn,
this is exactly what happened last time. Like, he just going to start wailing on him. That was one of the greatest comeback stories for real right there.
That was dope.
Boom. And I was like, boo, boo. Niggas don't realize he hit him quick, and then it was a big one. Then
that joint bent him over and he hit the other one. He was out.
It didn't even look like he hit him that hard.
I'll be in the house screaming. My girl be like, what happened?
Terrell, no, this is what me and Terrell always do. The fight happened, nigga get knocked out. I'm in my house. Terrell's out.
We call it.
Terrell know how it is. I've watched every Javante Tank Davis fight up to this next one. This is going to be the first Javante Tank Davis fight when me and Terrell watch it together. I've watched every Tank fight Terrell called me.
You not going to be
Faking.
here.
Nigga, I am going to be here on the 22nd. I'm gonna be here.
I thought they fought on the 15th. I'm thinking that we had a good weekend coming up.
Hell nah, nigga.
Damn.
They fight on the 22nd. That's the week after. But look, I've watched him every fight he fake on Gervonta Davis and call me. And what do I say? Knock this ass out. And then
Nah, he
Terrell,
was getting his ass whooped by-
love hearing excuses. He's nobody. Who did he fight?
I like
Now,
Gervonta Davis. I just don't like.
when he
I don't
knock-
like how Terrence looks at him. So I want him to nigga to lose.
when
How
he
about
knock out Ryan Garcia.
I want Ryan Garcia to win, y'all. Not because I think he's a better fighter. I think Tank Davis is lights out better than Ryan Garcia. But if he lose, I would love to see this man's face.
I would be thoroughly impressed.
If
I would
he
be
go out
thoroughly
there-
surprised. I'm sorry.
And to put the Instagram shit to work, and it actually worked, you'll see. Because Tank was getting his ass whipped by Santa Cruz. He was getting tagged up, and he got a lucky uppercut and knocked his ass out. Because he's a knockout artist. If that shit would have went to 12 rounds, his arm would not be raised.
Boom. Look at the lady from
What happened to
this was
Santa
the lady
Cruz?
from Freaknik. That was word. She looked fire.
That was her?
That's her.
How y'all know that's her?
Look. Somebody put Auntie was bad. Auntie was bad or some shit.
That is her.
Auntie was bad. Yo, that's crazy.
She said she ain't never take no clothes off. Nah, we
That's
getting outta here.
crazy. That's nuts.
All right, y'all. Happy Friday. It's getting hot. Take y'all Zyrtec. Next time.